All right, here we are again, day 3. While we were away, Ethan pulled the steering column out and got it working again because the linkage was all seized up. So we got that all straightened out, and if you want a more in-depth overview of him going through that, you can check his channel, and I'll link that in the description below. But anyway, I think we're in good shape. We'll get the steering column slammed back in here. It looks like the linkage to the transmission itself is good. So we see that the lever's moving back and forth there. So we'll get that steering column in there and should be pretty close to pulling this thing out of here. All right, got the steering column and time to get that thing in there. Alright, so we got the column back in, and I don't think that was our original issue of why the truck was parked, but looking at the rag joint here, it's pretty sad, and just sitting here in your normal degradation wouldn't have done this. So we believe that we finally found why the truck was parked originally.
So how the rag joint works is it's basically just a piece of felt / rubber that goes in between the column shaft and the gearbox here. And that's just to isolate vibration and whatnot from the truck running, make it a little bit more comfortable for a ride. So you've got a clip that goes from here and bolts it to the piece on the gear box. And then if you rotate this a little bit, you can kind of see this clip right here that would be holding on the rag joint if it was there. However, it's not there anymore, it's gone. So basically all we have it holding in, and it'll work for just a short time driving, are these locating pins right here. And that'll hold it in until we get a new rag joint.
Taking a look at the interior of this truck here, you know, back in its day it was probably pretty nice, I'd imagine. So it's got an FM AM radio here with speakers in the side. I'm not sure if that was factory or not, but that's a pretty nice piece. So overall it's got a pretty nice trim package on it, and it, like I said, was probably pretty darn decent in its day. Oh, ghost lever. That's from Ethan bolting in the bottom of the column there. Alright, Ethan's got the column in here pretty good now, and our little clip to hold our linkage, this one was rusted up and broke when it was removed, and naturally we didn't think to get a replacement, so we're just putting a zip tie on there, as you can see, to hold that linkage on so it doesn't fall out.
Back and down is first, right?
Yep, shift him around, go to second.
Second.
Hey, grab the gear.
Trying to get third. Third.
Third, got it. That's reverse. Hey, that one works. It's basically like new. So we're actually going to go ahead and hook up our throttle cable because we might possibly actually, for real, drive this out of here. So, and we got all the linkage working. Perfect. We cut a path through here, but you can see it's pretty muddy, so it might be interesting pulling this thing up and out. Alright, we got everything hooked up. Fuel line's all hooked up. We're going to crank it over, and we got the ignition switch actually freed up and working, so we don't have to use our little rigged up switch menagerie. So anyway, we're going to bump it over here. It's going to take a little bit to prime the fuel line, but now we can actually put it in gear and see if we can get those back tires to spin. Give her a little help here, cranking kind of slow, so if we can get it kind of lit off, it'll that fuel pump will kick over a lot faster, and we'll get this fuel up to the carb quicker. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can actually get our back tires to spin. So on the 3-speed, you push in the clutch and pull her towards you and down.
Clutch is not working.
Oh, lovely. Alright, so our clutch pedal isn't working, so down here we have this little pivot arm that has this little lever that pushes back against that clutch lever, so we're just going to take it and adjust it out and lengthen it so that when we push in our clutch, it pushes the our little lever farther, and our pressure plate will actually let go of the clutch disc. Alright, so you can get a little bit better look here at what I was referring to. This piece here presses against the clutch lever and disengages the clutch when you press the pedal. So when the clutch wears out, you have to sometimes manually adjust this, and this clutch must be fairly worn down. So what we're going to do is break this jam nut loose, turn our little piece here out and extend it, and then put our jam nut back on, and that should get us within the range where our clutch will separate and we can get it into gear. Alright, got that loose, and we're going to extend this bad boy out and re-jam nut her. Alright, with the clutch pressed in, it seems to go into the gears much more easily now. So I'm thinking when we fire it up, we might actually have a clutch pedal. O'Reilly's failed us again here and gave us an air cleaner that was too small to go in this housing. I guess somewhat our fault. We could have taken the old one up. But anyway, solution. Alright, so we got that guy on there. I just didn't feel like it was a wise choice with all this dirt and debris trying to pull out of here without an air cleaner. So we made it work. Getting this thing jacked up here so we can get it out. We don't really have any brakes, and we see where our brake leak is back here, and I'm sure there's a leak on the front. So the brake pedal was totally seized up, and we had to give it a good kick to break it loose. So I'm assuming we're going to be pulling out of here with no brakes. Take a look here under our in our master cylinder, and there's absolutely no oil in it whatsoever. Alright, we're gonna fire this thing up and see if we can put her in gear and see if we can finally get the back wheels to turn. Alright, see if you can get into gear. Press in your clutch and grab first gear. Perfect. Second. Perfect. Third. Got all the gears. Obviously our steering column repair was absolutely prime. Oh, that's been there for a while. Completely buried. That one's really sunk in there. Oh, there we go. Nice crater there.
There?
Yeah.
He's on the ground.
That's the first time that thing's been on the ground in 20 some years. Awesome. Let's pull this thing out of here. You know, it's pretty darn muddy, and we did try and cut the grass out here for a path to pull this thing out of here. But I think with all our weight in the back end, we're going to be just fine, have plenty of traction. All right, we cleared a path. Runs like a champ. Momentous occasion. Come on, honey. They're breaking free. Oh my God. Stop! You're gonna hit that metal stuff. See if reverse works. You've got to be kidding me.
I think I lost steering though.
Oh, rag joint failure. All right, here we are stopped. And again, what we perceive to be the original problem why the truck was parked. So some super rag joint failure there. See if we can rig something up here and get that hooked back in so we can drive out of here. Got the rag joint all held together with zip ties, so I guess that's as good as we can do for now. So let's try again. Awesome, we're steering again. Stop. All right, make the final run. I can't even see nothing in there. And now we got stuck. Spinning. I'm gonna get behind and push. Go for it. Oh, get some. No freaking way. That looks like a fine seat.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Woo!
We lost something. Let's drive up here.
Holy crap. Amazing.
We don't have a rear tire anymore.
The tire's gone.
No, it's there.
That was for traction.